What's up everybody, Fortexfiend here, and welcome back again to another video on SD Gundam G Generation Eternal, where in this video we're going to be talking about one of the free SSR units that you could develop as part of the current event, as well as the brand new SSR Pilot. But before I go ahead and get started, you guys know the drill. If you enjoy the content you see on my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, so that way you're not missing out on future uploads. Leave a like or dislike on this video, and comment down below what you guys think so far of the new units from Gundam Thunderbolt December Sky, specifically the free SSRs that we can get from the event. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the Psycho Zaku, the free SSR attacker one, and then we're going to talk about the pilot Daryl Lorenz. So the SSR attacker is pretty, I would say it's pretty solid and decent. It's not the best that we've seen thus far in terms of free SSR attackers, but it is there as an option. However, the biggest value that I'm going to highlight right now, where this unit sticks out for me, is the vast amount of tags that this unit has, where you could actually use this unit in those Eternal Road stages. So for example, you could use it in UC series, you could use it on the protagonist stage, you could specifically use it on the rival stage, which I think is really good because the rival stage has all those enemy units, so you could use its AoE, which it does have an AoE attack, which is really good. And then you could also use it in the Mobile Suit Gundam series Eternal Road 7 if you are lacking units for that particular expert Eternal Road. So all in all, the tags itself already give it a lot of value. Its stats and stuff like that are nothing too crazy to note about. They're solid, but I think right now the value in this unit is going to be in the vast amount of tags that it has. It also has Specialized Unit, also has Unstoppable, and there are UR chips that are available for those particular tags. And it has that brand new reuse Psycho device, which right now there's only one pilot that could take advantage of that, but it is it's a cool tag to have. And it also has Zeon too. So again, tons of flexibility with this unit, especially for a free unit. I think it's fantastic. It has shield defend, which is always great. Then if we take a look at its actual skills, we see that map attack. So this map attack has the exact same coverage as, for example, Justice Meteor. You can only use it once, however, versus Justice Meteor's 2. However, its power is actually higher than Justice Meteor. So it is a pretty good AoE skill to use for a free unit. And then afterwards, its Beam Bazooka right over here is going to be its hardest hitting skill. It has that caveat where the farther you are from the enemy, the more of an increase you're going to get. I don't have mine at level 5 right now, but it's around, I think it's like a 10% increase or something like that. It also does have Giant Bazooka. This one wants you to have higher HP, so then that way you could do a little bit more damage. And then it has the Zaku machine gun, which is kind of like its throwaway ability. But it is solely focused on a lot of range damage, which plays along with its signature pilot. And then if you take a look at its stats right here, its attack stat does stand out at being a little bit over 9k. I do have a modification on it, giving it a little bit more attack. If you decide to SP convert this unit, it does shoot above 11,000, just shy above 11,000. And finally, its abilities has increased attack and increased accuracy and evasion. Not too bad. I've seen SSR units that are for free that actually have 3 abilities, which is better, but again, it's a solid unit overall, and I think the value it comes from is all the tags that it has, to where you could use it in a lot of very specific Eternal Road content. Okay, so we've talked about the free SSR attacker unit, and now we're going to go ahead and talk about the free SSR attacker pilot, which is Daryl Lorenz. So I think this pilot is actually really good. If you take a look at his skills, so he has lock-on, which I kind of wish they gave him the one that increases the range of his actual weapon skills, but lock-on is there if you need it. But he does have sway. Granted, he can only use it once, but sway is very useful, especially if there are incoming attacks that you want to evade for harder content. Not so great when it comes to like PvP or like AoE attacks, for example, because it just kind of gets through that, especially like with UR attackers using their absolute hit or using their EX skills. But all in all, I do like the skills that he has. I think sway is the selling point here. But then where I think this free pilot actually shines is, first off, he has increased damage dealt, increasing his own damage by 15%. That's already a plus. And then that reuse Psycho device pilot level 1. Now, not as good as his UR counterpart, but whenever he's piloting a unit with that specific tag, so right now there's only 2, he gets increased range damage by 20% and also increased movement by 1, which is fantastic. And then the tag that he has for his final ability is Zeon, which Zeon, there's a ton of units that you could put him in, but honestly, you should be using him in his own unit because you want to take advantage of that reuse Psycho Device passive. And the cool thing about Daryl Lorenz is that out of all of the free SSR attacker pilots, when you take into consideration his passives, he has the highest range stat. So he is very, very useful in using range units with him. So if you want to use him to his fullest capabilities, highly recommend that you use him with his own unit. But all in all, I think this is a fantastic free attacker pilot and great for free to play. So all in all, guys, if you built this unit up and this pilot, I think that it's going to bring a lot of value to your account, whether you are a free-to-play player or a spender. Also because, as we've seen with these recent Eternal Road stages, they're getting more and more specific on like pilots and units that you want to use. So having a vast, array of like different pilots and different units at your disposal, especially with the free ones, is definitely something that this game has got it going for it. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the free SSR Daryl Lorenz pilot. How do you think he compares to some of the other free SSR attackers? And also, let me know what you think of the free SSR attacker Psycho Zaku, because I think it's a solid unit. I think the tags is what really makes that unit very valuable. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and stay blessed, everybody.
はしない。